gentlemen, Mr. Oberon has just stepped into the DJ booth with me. And let me take this opportunity to welcome you all to Mr. Oberon's world-famous Club Oberon. A place of freaks, fairies, trash, and fantasy, and true boogie wonderland, where all of you beautiful people can do a little dance and make a little love. Well, right now, let's get everybody on the dance floor.
The place is Club Oberon, and this is The Donkey Show, a play that borrows the basic plot of Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream and wraps it in the glitz and grooves of a 1970s roller disco.
Club Oberon is a destination for theater and nightlife at the same time. You can have a drink, you can turn your cell phone on, and you can find a unique brand of entertainment. It covers up a huge number of types of creativity, anything from burlesque and variety to dance to theater that just affects you and reaches audiences in a different way, where the audience is really a part of the action, that the show can't happen without you, the audience, in the space. So the Donkey Show is just, the perfect quintessential example of that.
The Donkey Show was developed nearly a decade ago in New York and has since traveled to London, Paris, and Seoul, Korea. It arrived in Boston last August through the American Repertory Theater. So far, it hasn't been allowed to leave.
People have responded in really positive ways. Outside after the show, a lot of people come up to me and they say, "Thank you, this is what we need. Cambridge needs this. We need this kind of a place or this sort of a venue or this experience."
Audiences are encouraged to show off their moves as the play unfolds around them. This highly unusual formula has drawn an unusually youthful crowd.
That's the most exciting thing about a place like this, is to get young people to see live performance more. Because why would you when you could see anything on YouTube?
But while the Boston theater community generally appreciates the increase in young theater goers, some don't approve of the means to the end.
It's not a theater production, it's essentially a dance party. The ART features bits and pieces of Shakespeare, but there's really very little diverse of Shakespeare, and it's a lot of younger, very energetic, muscular people gyrating, hoofing, dancing, jumping around. Kids are drinking down below. Students are drinking. They're picking each other up. They're hoofing. They're trying to pick up the performers. So it's a party. It's a lot of fun. It's not really theater.
However, Club Oberon is part of the ART's mission to expand Boston's expectations about what theater can be, and it's taking that mission seriously.
This is just opening up other options. I think that it's just creating, an audience that maybe doesn't want to go sit and watch an Arthur Miller play. They want to go out and party, but yet they're still getting the structure, the story, the experience of what a Shakespeare play can give you.
Some people are just happy to be at this 1970s disco, and there happens to be a show going on, and they're just kind of like, oh, that's nice.
Despite the show's accommodating nature, critics worry about expanding the idea of theater to the point where it's no longer recognizable.
There's none of Shakespeare's language there. The plot is barely discernible. I mean, if you haven't read the play before, you have no idea. And when I look down on the students who were on the dance floor, boogieing away, most of them were impatient during the parts of the play where they were attempting to sort of include some aspects of Shakespeare's plot. They were waiting for the next big number, the next disco, dance beat to thunder along so they could start boogieing again.
It's a part of it, and I think it's a special part of it, that you don't have to watch it if you don't want to. You can just be there, and you're communing with other people, and you can have a great time.
In fact, the Donkey Show may not be as unrecognizable as traditionalists think.
We've got people that come see the show and then go read the Shakespeare play because they're curious.
Whether you're a theater buff, a disco fan, or just looking for a party, audiences seem to agree that Club Oberon provides an incredibly fun experience.
I didn't really get any kind of show or story or anything, but it was certainly a good time.
You kind of have to know the play before you go into it, but I mean, once you're in and you like the dancing and the people and the attitudes and the energy, it just sort of like takes you over. It's amazing. It's all around you.